when I was a little kid, when I used to be like 14, 13, I used to read about the old legendary fight, but the ones that interested me the most were the guys that got beat in the first fight they ever had, or the third fight they ever had, got knocked out cold, humiliated, and they came back training and kept coming back, and kept coming back and kept winning and kept winning. They lost another fight, but kept winning, never gave up. Yeah. Never became discouraged. And then one day, they got a chance to fight for the title. Boom! Knocked the champion out, another champion. Boom. Boom. Imagine if they would have gave up and got discouraged when they lost, or got beat, or got knocked out. And then once they became champion, they became champions for long runs. Broke their history books and record books and stuff, but they never gave up. You know how easy it was to give up being knocked out, humiliated in front of people, but they stuck to it. And those are the guys I really admired back then, because they showed that you don't have to be perfect. You could have flaws and still do sensational things that nobody else could, duplicate.
When we are kids, we want to be astronauts. We want to be billionaires. We want to be history makers. We want to do all our dreams. And then, and we stand in awe and wonder, and we're full of curiosity, and we're loving, and we're passionate, and we're strong. We're not afraid to be ourselves. But as we leave the perfection of childhood, the hypnosis and the brainwashing begins. Our well-intentioned parents say, oh, you want to be an astronaut? You want to start a business when you grow up? You want to paint like Jean-Michel Basquiat? Be reasonable. And George Bernard Shaw said it better than I ever could. He said, the reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in adapting the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man.
I grew up, I knew I was going to be successful, Michael. I really did. And I grew up always championing other people. Always. Because some people look at life like it has 6 slices. And Michael has one of them, that son of a bitch. Look how many followers he has. Look at that. I look at life like it has 6 million slices. It's for everybody. And the more you champion other people, the more life comes to you.
Personally, I feel like I don't even address losses, the word losses, or the word L, to me is a lesson.
Right.
And when you start to realize that, like, every time when you feel like you're losing, there's actually a lesson to be learned, you stop actually getting mad at the loss. Right. You realize the lesson.
Absolutely.
I actually kind of be happy about the lessons that I'm able to be taught. You get what I'm saying? Because those are what scope me into being a good artist and being great at my job.
Michael and I were kind of messing around. We had just finished a grueling leg workout.
He's like, can't even walk.
Grueling leg workout.
So you get him when he's at his lowest moment.
Oh yeah. And he's up there, and he's, we go up there to get loosen up a little bit, and he's just like, he's shooting. He goes, man, I can't even feel my legs. I said, I got a great idea to kind of loosen you up a little bit. I said, let's play a little one-on-one. And he thinks I'm just, he goes, I pass me by, and I just go right around him, and I score, and he's, big mistake. Big mistake. You saw Lily, the lactic acid just flush out of his body in that second. And he goes, all right, motherfucker.
That was the last point?
That was the last time I touched the ball.
He told me, he said, you're rich, but I'm wealthy. Because I didn't know the difference. And I said, what's the difference? He said, well, wealthy is when I'm die, when my kids die, when they kids die, we're still going to have the same amount. And I thought about that. Then I said, okay, how you do it? And he pulled out a piece of paper. After he said, it ain't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. How many times we seen cats would get the bag with 100 and then they go blow it the same day, now they got to get another 100. So he said, if you got $100, you save that. That's 50. He said, rich people will say, okay, I'm saving 50, and I'm doing that. But he said, the wealthy does this. You save that. This, ball out. House, chain, car, whatever you want, but
75.
Save it, yeah.
What you got to know when you choose your partner, not, what you do for her, but what she could do for you when you at your lowest moment, or when you at your weakest moment, or when you at your moments of fucking up. Like how they, keep your back and keep you locked and loaded. Pick your partner wise, man, because, a lot of motherfuckers pick their partners based off of lust in the moment, and that's how that shit end. It end hard and fast.
In life, folks, you cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got.
I know this gonna sound crazy. I'm not even on social media.
Oh.
That shit is depressing. Cause you once you look at what other people doing, I compare my real life to their highlight reel, and then I start making comparisons, and comparisons is the killer of all joy. So every day I wake up, I try to find my gratitude. I don't give a fuck what's going on social media.
Stop believing in yourself. The power of belief is just unbearable, impregnable. Power of belief. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. Confidence applied properly will surpass a genius. It's not like the belief. It's real shit.
Right.
I'm only here because I believe. Really, I just believe this shit.
Right.
It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts. No matter where you are. You could be, look, I was dead broke. My electric bill was being shut off. And there were people even like worse off than I was. It doesn't matter. You could change your life if you want to. It's always your next decision. So it's up to you.
And at this point, I'm 21 years old, 22, and I'm like, nigga, why you didn't make it in basketball? Because you wasn't fucking working. You thought you'd be outside dribbling the fucking ball doing something when really niggas was in the gym with trainers, like putting in work, shooting 1,000 shots a day, and your dumb ass over there thinking you doing something, mimicking Iverson. So it was like, yo, do you really want to look back 10, 20 years from now with this music shit and be like, the reason you didn't make it in music because you ain't put in the work? So I was like, fuck it. That was where the warm-up came from. Every day, nigga, I woke up, wrote verses, made beats. So, and so all that to say, the off season was like the same concept. Like, one more time before I leave, like before I feel like I'm like fulfilled in this game, let me try to reach new heights from a skill level standpoint. Remember I told you about the 7-minute drill? Like, I put myself through drills. I really try to work on my craft to like just reach new heights and push myself. So
everybody has that voice in their head that says, hey, could you really do this? Is it going to happen? A lot of times we all say, somebody blows a whistle and says, all right, come on, you don't belong here, get out of here, we're taking you back. That's not the way it is. If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
I've had financial problems. Everyone has those. But you can't stop. You can't quit. You can't say, I'm a failure. You're not a failure. You're not. You're a wonderful, strong, intelligent youngster. Take advantage of that. Trust in God. Trust in yourself. And step forward.
But sometimes you gotta watch what you allow yourself to look at. Because when you feed yourself negativity and bullshit, you may manifest negativity and bullshit in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing you gotta be mindful sometimes. What you feed yourself, what you allow yourself to listen to, what you allow yourself to see. If you see greatness and hear greatness, you're gonna think about greatness and you're gonna manifest greatness into your life.